Everyone, Rohit, Harshit, Sampath, Yukta, turn on your videos. Okay, children, I'm sharing the screen now.
Actually, I cannot turn on my video because there is some, issue with the camera glitch is there, ma'am.
Okay, okay, no worries. Others can on and keep their videos on. Others, please keep your videos on. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Let's do. In the previous classes this week, we were practicing linear equations and coordinate geometry questions, right? That's all. Okay, so let's take some more questions. These are the questions we had taken yesterday. Did you try, Rohit? Did you try on supplementary angles?
Ma'am, I did, but I wasn't able to do it. I got wrong, so I'll do it again today and send it to you, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, let's take another question. I'm writing the question here. Draw the graph of a linear equation. Draw the graph of a linear equation. The linear equation is given to be x plus 2y equals to 8. Find the coordinates of the point. Find the coordinates of the point. Why your videos are off? Those who can keep their videos on, they can do that. Harshit, Rohit, Yukta. Find the coordinates of the point where the graph of the equation meets the line.
Ma'am,
Yes,
I had a doubt.
yes, beta.
Ma'am, suppose that on the graph it has to find 0 and -4.
Uh,
So will it be on the same axis? Like, will it only be on the x-axis? 0 and -4 on the graph?
like this point, no? Like this if you get.
Yes, ma'am.
So 0 and -4 will be on the y-axis, no? Because here the x-axis is 0. So it will lie on the negative y-axis here. Okay,
Okay.
like this. Where the graph of the equation meets the line parallel to y-axis and 2 units
Yes, ma'am.
on the right of origin. Okay, this is the sum. Read the question first carefully. Draw the graph of the linear equation. Okay. So first you have to draw the graph of the linear equation. Take points, take 2, 3 points and plot the graph of the equation. Find the coordinates of the point where the graph of the equation meets another line. Now there is another line which is intersecting this line equation. Okay. First make the graph of this line. Then I'll tell you what to do. X plus 2y equals to 8. First plot the graph of this line. Take different points on this. Your x is 0 here, so that means your y will be 2. And if your x is 4, suppose if I take this as 4, so 4 minus 4 is 4 by 2, that will be 2. If I take this as 8, then 0. This is 8, this is 0. Okay. I have taken these numbers. You can take any number. I have just taken these numbers because these were exactly divisible. Okay. And they were easy to take. So plot this graph first. Zero, 4, 8. Okay, why I'm taking 0 here? Okay. So I'll take it like this. Instead of taking all these numbers till 8, okay, chalo, I'll take 8 only. I could have taken 2, 4, 6 like this also. Because it's going beyond the line. Okay. And this side I have maximum 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So when my x is 0, my y is 4. Okay, here. This first point I have marked. When x is 4, y is 2. So like this here. So this point is here. When x is 8, then y is 0. So that means this point is here. Now when I join these 3 points, I get a straight line like this. Yes, children, have you understood this much? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this much everyone knows. Okay. There is nothing new about it. Now in the second part of the question, it's saying find the coordinates of the point of that point where the graph of this equation meets the line parallel to y-axis and 2 units on the right of origin. Okay. Parallel to y-axis, something that is parallel to y-axis like this. Okay, and 2 units to the right of the origin. Parallel to y-axis will be a straight standing line like this and 2 units away from this. So 2 units away from this will be 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. Okay, so that means I will draw a parallel line to y-axis like this. This will be a parallel line to y-axis. Are you getting? Are you understanding? This is what is written in the question. It's asking, find the coordinates of that point at which the line, what is the wording? Coordinates of the point where the graph of this equation meets the line parallel to y-axis and 2 units on the right of origin. So 2 units to the right of origin and which is parallel to y-axis and intersecting the line, this line. Okay, this line which is x plus 2y equals to 8. This line. So we have to find the coordinates of this one. So what are the coordinates of this point when you plot it on your graph? First of all, we know that this is 2 units away from the origin, right? So that means our x-axis is 2 here, x coordinate is 2, right? And how much is the y coordinate? How much is its distance from the y? That you will check. As per my graph, it's showing it's 3, but I'm just making on a plain page. Exact value it will be known to you if you are doing on a graph paper. Okay? Okay, children? Have you understood? So this is your answer, the coordinates of that point. Hello, have you all understood this?
Yes, ma'am, we have.
Yes, so please say, everyone must say.
Ma'am, I
Any
had another doubt.
yes, beta.
Ma'am, I was just solving some worksheets online about linear equations.
Uh-huh.
There they gave a mixed fraction and they told us to find the value like this only, like a mixed fraction. So we have to solve it like this only, right, ma'am?
Same way. That's only you know, it can
Ma'am,
you can even
see,
get
like,
some decimal points also. Okay. Don't think that you will always get this type of numbers only because normally you get this type. But once or odd cases some arise where you get some fractional numbers or you get some decimal numbers. So those are one odd cases like. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
So method is the same for everything. For
Okay, ma'am.
whatever kind of number you get, the method remains the
Yes,
same.
ma'am.
So I hope you have understood this. How does it intersect with the another third line which is given? Rayan, have you understood? Yukta?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can we take any point?
Any point there, beta?
Ma'am, you took two x-axis 2 and y-axis 3. Like that, can we take any point on the graph?
No.
As a
It's
add-on?
only that point where this line will intersect the graph line, other line which you have made, this equation line. Okay, that point
Okay,
of
ma'am.
intersection. You cannot take any point. It was written on the question. Find the coordinates of the point. Finding the coordinates of the point where the graph of the equation, graph of this equation meets the line parallel to y-axis and 2 units on the right of origin. Okay, you understood the question? It was asked in the question that you have to find the coordinates of that point where the graph meets the line parallel to y-axis. This line, the parallel line, where it meets the line with the equation. Okay, it's very well clearly written in the question.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, it's 2 units on the right of origin, right?
Yes.
Ma'am, how do we plot it if they ask above or below the origin?
If they ask you above or below the origin, that means it's on y-axis, no?
Okay, ma'am.
The line will not be parallel to y-axis, then the line will be parallel to x-axis.
X-axis. Okay,
Yes.
ma'am.
It will be written in the question. Whatever situation you get, just read your question twice, thrice. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's take another question like this. Okay. Draw the graph of the linear equation. Draw the graph of linear equation. Linear equation is 7x plus 5y equals to 13. Okay. Find the point. 1 second, children. I'll have to wait here for some time. The screen sharing has stopped. Find the graph of the linear equation 7x plus 5y equals to 35. Find the point where this graph meets the line parallel to x-axis and 3 units above it. Okay, the question is same like Rohit you were asking. Okay, now see here, find the point where this graph means the graph of this equation, meets the line parallel to x-axis and 3 units above it. Okay, you got it, children? Yes? Have you understood the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you all understood the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this time the line is parallel to x-axis and it's 3 units above it.
Ma'am, so we have to we need to find three points after solving this, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes. First make the graph of this equation. Yes, do Harshit.
What, ma'am?
Do the sum.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes. Yes, ask beta. Ask beta.
Ma'am, you wrote 35 minus 7x by 5. Will it come 35 minus x by 35 or minus 7?
This is the
Means
equation is like this. 7x minus 35y is 35. So 35
ma'am,
minus
7 is multiplied, so will it divide as you did in the last problem?
so this is 5y, no? So 5 will divide here.
Ma'am, in the last in the last question when it was 7x or something, 2y, so you transposed. Okay, ma'am.
Same, it's done here, no? Like this.
Yeah, ma'am.
So what happened? What is the confusion?
Ma'am, the question at 7x, so I thought 7 would come in the denominator.
No, because you just have to find the coordinate for y. For some value of x, you have to find y. That's it. So to find y,
Okay.
what will I do? X will go this side and 2 will get divided here. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So same way it's here only. You can even write it here like this if you want. We have just see here the number in the denominator is 5. So try to take that value of x by which we get such number in the numerator which can be easily divisible by 5. Okay. Suppose if I take 0, I'm just taking, if I take 0, this whole term becomes 0. And 35 can be divided by 5. That will give me 7. So if I put my x as 0, I will get my y as 7. Is it? Yes, beta. So try to take those simple values. Okay. If I take my x as 5, 5 into 7 will be 30. 30 minus 35 minus 35 will be 0. That means my y will become 0. If I take my x as 5, my y will become 0. Right? So try to take such type of numbers. The third one, see, if I take x as 10, so this will be 70. 35 minus 70 will be minus 35. And that
Ma'am,
will
minus
be
7.
my y as minus 7. Okay. Okay. So wasn't that easy to take rather than getting some fractional values here? So try to get integer values. Okay. Because they are easy to plot. And now plot the graph of this equation. Pranav, show me your notebook. Show me your notebook on the screen. Just lower it, lower it. I want to see the above question. Show me again. I want to see the previous question. Pranav, show me the question.
Ma'am, for this one, if we take 2, it won't work, right?
2 won't work, no? Because 7 into 2 will be 14, then 35 minus 14 will be something which may not be divisible by 5. So take those numbers which gives you that type of number in the numerator which is easily divisible by 5.
Ma'am, yeah, if suppose we take 7, the value of y will be 0, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am.
If you take 7, 7 what? X as 7.
Yes, ma'am.
No, x as 7. If you take x 7, then this will be 49. So
Oh,
35 minus 49 will again give you something else. If you take your x as 0, then this term will become 0. 35 is divisible by 5. That will give you 7.
ma'am, so only 0, 5, and 10 are the possible
No,
points we can
here,
take.
no. There can be many values. But I am taking those values which are easy to plot on the graph.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Pranav. Turn on your video. Show me your notebook. Hello. Pranav, are you there?
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, is it possible to take -7 instead of +7 as x?
Try. You can try.
Yes, ma'am.
Just try it. If you get something, it's okay.
Ma'am, can you give another question?
Yes, I'll give you the. Have you done this one?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm taking -7 is not possible ma'am, because we get 14 by 5.
Yes. No, that's why I was saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta, I'll give you another question. Okay, the question is, I'm writing here. Those who are still doing the above question can carry on doing. Two friends. Pranav, do the question. I want to see. The first question you told me you could not write. Although you are sitting in front of the screen and you're saying you couldn't write, that's why I fail to understand. At least you should have shown me your graph done or something you should show me. What have you done? You are attending the class. Now write down these questions and please show me these questions. This one also and the one I'm writing that also. I'm telling this to Pranav. Two friends, Neetu and Salma, donated a sum of rupees 5,000 in PM flood relief. Okay. PM is Prime Minister Flood Relief Fund. Okay. Write a linear equation with two variables for this situation. And draw its graph. Okay. Two friends, Neetu and Salma, donated a sum of rupees 5,000 in Prime Minister Relief Fund. Find the linear equation in two variables for this situation and draw its graph. Hello, are you able to do? Yes. Yes, children, are you able to do?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, please do it. Okay, done, children?
Yeah, ma'am.
So tell me, no, if you have done, I am thinking as if you are still doing. Okay.
Ma'am, actually I completed just now.
Okay, so you have to frame the question. So let the two friends be Nitu and Selma. So let one friend donated rupees X, another friend donated rupees Y. So total amount is rupees 5,000. Right? Your equation becomes X plus Y equals to 5,000. And you can plot this. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's take another question like this. Here. On her birthday, on
Ma'am,
yes, Vita, yes. On her birthday, Amisha donated. Please note down the question. Even if the class time gets over, you can at least complete your work before getting up from your seat. Amisha
Yes,
donated
ma'am.
2 toffees to each child of an orphanage. Okay. And 15 chocolates.
Ma'am, could you once go up to the 35 minus 7x question after you would have? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I had a doubt.
Huh?
Ma'am, can we take the unit size 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for this one?
You want to take 2, 4, 6, 8 here in place of X?
No, ma'am. Like, can we take on the graph? Can instead of doing 1 to 10, can
Uh-huh.
we take the 2 table?
Yes, you can take.
Okay, ma'am.
You can take. But don't make your graph too small and too congested, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
It should be nice and neat, well spread. And 15 chocolates to adults working there. Write a linear equation. Write a linear equation for the above situation. For the above situation, if in all 61 chocolates were distributed. If in all 61 chocolates were distributed. Okay, this is your question. Start doing, find your values.
ma'am, I have doubt in the question.
Please ask.
Ma'am, are the number of 15, is that the number of chocolates she distributed to all adults or each adult?
To all the adults. Okay, now see in this question, in this there is no Y situation given. Okay, so no need to plot a graph in this. You just have to find the equation. Okay, and write the linear equation for the above situation. If in all 61, you just have to write the linear equation and solve X.
Ma'am, 2x plus 15 is equals to
So
61.
that will be 2x plus 15 equals to 16. Because there is no Y term, no? So you cannot plot a graph until you have two coordinates. Okay, beta? So just find the value of X here. That's it. Okay, so whatever you get your value for x. Okay, whatever you get
Okay,
here.
ma'am.
Ma'am, x is 23.
23, okay, so that's it. Only this much is there in this question. Okay, no graph here. All right,
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, ma'am.
beta, thank you, beta. Thank you for today. Please
Thank you, ma'am.
revise and then do your test. Okay. Okay, beta. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.